Okpebholo was never brought in to make Edo State to be better. That's why they have set up these propaganda machines, buying some Ewu Merije from abroad. People like Iranomigo Edegbe, they bought them over for them to be doing propaganda. That's why today no project has been launched so far. Now, why did they bring Okpebholo in the first case? Now, from the index, Edo State governor, they succeeded in pulling Edo State from number 12 to number 6. Maybe before he finished up his 4 years, it will now become number 1. And I want to relate also to what happened in Kenya many years ago. That was 2019 to 2020. So Kenya believe in borrowing. The same corruption system we have in Nigeria is the whole Africa. Do you know the largest seaport of Kenya was taken by the people where they give them loan? Now, if these people, they have tried to make sure they capture us, and they are not only getting any way by just coming and say, okay, I want to Islamize this state, they can borrow you money. Now, who know what they use in signing before they get that money? Now, let me tell you how it functions. All of I cleared it up to today. Iyaloja is still very existing in Edo State. It was a promise that was made by the ancestors. Say, okay, we'll give you the state. If you win, what we will give. They're going to change the year with Iyaloja. Most of the market women that would have rebelled against it, all of them, they are afraid because Second God did not make a move. That's why anytime Second God says anything, you see a dueling without souls, the NPCs. You see them celebrating as if it is one relevant sentence or statement that have changed the state from a state of Holland Balu to a state of glory. You see all of them jollificating. Now, if we give you back the state as you want them, what are you going to be giving us in exchange? Okay, we'll give you Edo State market. That was how they have the airpountry. Even it is not even gazetted that Tinubu's daughter have the right to come and do Iyaloja in Edo State. All those are traditional, whatever. When we do preach the Bible to you here, as it was scripted in the book of Proverbs 22 verse 20, it says, remove not the ancient landmark. Iyek is an ancient landmark. It's not something anybody was supposed to tamper with under normal conditions. When purpose is not no abuse inevitable, what is abuse there? The abnormal use of something. Now, they are normally use everything that have to do with the state. Now, none of you can attest to it today why they are giving excess money to Okpebholo government to be shared. It cannot be Islamization, Fulanization of Edo State because Edo State never left the culture. That's why you are not only see, like, if you go places like Kogi, Benue, Fulani have already taken over some villages, Katsina. They are already local government chairmen in those areas. Now, why Edo State own never to prove? They want to make sure that they lure the government into so many things that before we give you this money, look at what you're using in signing. They have used you as a collateral. You that's watching this very video. Now, a Weibo done the cast is already there. The Canadian patriots, they are already, exposing what is happening there. It will say outside European Union. Now, may God not let party happen now. They say they want on their satellite, which Clefsoir, the chairman of World Economic Forum, said in 2023. He said they need to own this thing. 3 years ago, I went to that fight. Instead of them putting it in 5, we end up dragging it to a place in 3.8 megahertz. Clefsoir gave the go-ahead. I was part of the people who went for that mission in Magmina. Now, what about the place tomorrow? And we now see a sense why we must have to relocate back to our ancestral home because here not be our house. For those of you that don't feel over comfortable, a time is going to come, here will be toxic. Now, you'll just see the wrong enter your state. They'll say, now, you are not going to face what you never wished for in your life before. Now, what are they borrowing this money? The reason why they are borrowing this money is to make sure they sell out the state. What method are we going to use to sell out the state? Now, all your big voice have been bought over. All the only activists where they never buy now, that's very sincere. At least only one from this very abroad. Where they never really buy, so okay, they're not your buy or you're not giving to negotiation. Where they get bigger platform. They don't buy everybody. That was why midgets were bought over. Midget can never fight for a better society again, apart from being a card holder of APC. Now, who is going to advocate it? Rather than anything that has to do with Edo State, those one have been warned never to advocate for the betterment of Edo State. Then who is not to do it? Can only my voice supersede every other voice? I know there is a sense why the God of the universe must help us, but we have our own role to play. There are so many things that have been done spiritually. Who is to bring it to physical manifestation? The problem we have right now. He said the harvests are many, but the laborers are few, as it was scripted. The harvests are very many, the work are many. The people to do it is few. So the calamity ahead of our silencing and this I don't careism is something else. I've never seen where government use propaganda to rule or to govern. Now, if the state is going forward, every one of us we know that the state is going forward. There is no specific non-movement. Osiomo power plant were shut down, no light. All businesses in Edo, they all evacuated and they left. Radisi Blue shut down, which was later taken to, it's like Anambra also. Anambra state government, I think it was Anambra state now, were very happy to sign deal with Radisi Blue. Now, Mowa today that would have also stand as a means of employment to our people who have read art and culture for ages. They shut it down also. No replacement. And right now they are borrowing money. Only what they have shown to you, completed today, is Rama Park flyover, which was funded. These are federal government projects. And for those of you who are in abroad, you they happy them. Now yourself you they do. You are shooting yourself on the leg because not in 2030 I can move where you are. You have no home now, move where are you? During Obaseki government, we see that man will come, we can see. That's why for those of you, by one way or the other, you believe in palliatism. The pain that is coming for you, you have no home to call your own. Now, our people, they are fond of borrowing money with your future. Tell me why a heck on air, on this earth, that Okpebolo visited, what do you call it? Visited the UK, Scotland precisely, last year, September 2025. This very year again, July, they visited the same UK again on a convention. Doing what? On whose money? These are some of the money. I don't get it twisted. This very particular period of time, the federal government of Nigeria, they are paying each state right now. Let's assume Obaseki will be given, and don't give instances. Obaseki was be given, let's say, 60 billion as a budget. Okpebolo is being given times 2 under Tinubu because of this first subsidy they added to their money. Not that there were mosques they built. Obaseki was the one that increased salary and was not paying 13 months salary to them. They know that department that Okpebolo created that is benefiting the state today, that make, for example, the budget not going to different places. All those things are going to individuals' pocket. That's why one of you were joining majority of people in this abroad because of Oba. You were driving Obaseki away. You are going to repeat. You and your children repeat it. You are repeating it already. If by 2027, then they choose to have the G5 network to exactly 5, no longer 3.8 megahertz. This place is going to be toxic for you and I. Then which state are you running to? Okay, you think because they give you passport, they don't know say you be Mumu, or because you got resident. No, what makes you? Do you deserve food? No, why do you think they are going to leave you here? No, why do you think? Tell me how you merit to be here. We combine Wike or children in school in America. Wike can choose to lose all whatever thing he has in Nigeria and fly to America and even buy one village in any part of the Europe or America. He has the money. We join Akpabio to pursue our own. These same people today is what Okpebolo is funding. You can see on several occasions, a state governor go kneel down before Senate president. A state governor go palace. He go stand like Omwada, follow Oba, because he does not know his use of his office. He does not know the use of his office. For those of you that are mostly carried away, Osaloboa, your pace is going to increase here abroad. Your pace is going to increase here. There are not two ways about it. When we always tell you what you say, what you read, you think it's all about the cassava where your mama plant for farm. No. It is very, sowing and reaping is very close. Tell me one particular thing that is happening in the state today that you have a future there. Your future is not supposed to be in this very Europe. Your future is supposed to be in your state. Not even Nigeria now. Your ancestral state. That you guys sold out automatically. Now the same king who entered a national television to say ancestors brought Okpebolo. Now when we say that ancestor is a wicked ancestors, the records is what they say by their fruit shall know them. Now any ancestors who a free British kind governor, A debt that a governor was supposed to be owing maybe after 12 years or 16 years of one particular party ruling. A state was supposed to be indebted maybe after 20 years of borrowing. Now people don't borrow under 2 years. So how you do the money? We had the other time how what they call it? Urban market was renovated with 17 billion. So was it not the news we had? Edo alien, they talk over them. Una think say una know they do. Okay, now you now don't enjoy yourself for Jan. Now the same you they support bad governance. There are so many languages I don't want to use in this very video because of our innocent brothers and sisters that are watching. I have to slow down the spirit a little. Now you now they sick for Jan now. There's already a sickness. Now this say you don't want to build your home well. When the king is happy, you are happy. When the governor is happy, you are happy. Look at me there today now. That's the kind of people that we want, who support evil in our society, who doesn't bloody care whether the governor is doing well or is not doing well. So far, you can just satisfy their belly finish. If the state were to be sensible, during campaign, one of the manifesto of Okpebholo was, it's going to be bringing in the insecurity. Is this one not part of the insecurity today? What does it mean by that insecurity? It was a spiritual terms. He used that language to conglomerate as an oblong-like word to cover instead of making several sentences. Inside that insecurity, poverty day, indebtedness day, backwardness day. That was why they brought this very light from the pit of hell that Edo is shining. Now, what is shining here? This man borrowed that very money to build up this very thing. No structure today. We are not seeing any road at this 200 kilometers of road. Orion Road is bad. The deputy idiots. A road to his place. They never even put palliatives. We see there not be bypass now they call them. Trailers are still falling dirty today. Now for those of you that be bamboozled, when I tell you and say the very day you start thinking rightly, the palace will no longer make no sense to you. All of you have damaged your life because of the palace when I put for head. All of you are done. You are not getting me clear. You are done. A bullet in our way. There's nothing that will remove it. The wickedness of us, I think, is overwhelming. A remedy, you are not getting savior from anywhere. Look at how you are supporting, not knowing that or my way. Every one of us is here, at least the few things we know. I've been this abroad now for 20-something years. One thing I've learned here is how to persistently speak the truth. I fought the government of this very place. Okay, I criticize whatever food they were cooking. Then you said I should be afraid of 130 palace. Are you stupid? When I tell you I'm the most powerful person, I know what I don't chest. I fought principalities and power. For all of you right now who insulted Obaseki, tell me the benefit this government is going to give to you tomorrow. If at all you even buy the state you are leaving behind, is it a state of glory that your children can dwell in? Or grow up, you put with one. It's bigger than that. Whatsoever you sow, you reap. A lot of us don't get it. We have not really gotten the rema. You think you going to work today? No. You continue. Your great-grandchildren go to manifest. Look at the government we are supporting. There's nothing bad that, okay, somebody still do something, you talk on. But the time the person is no longer doing well, now eating your destiny. Because the market or the meeting where they do, all of them are not they follow and go there. I will say a gubernatorial candidate came out and said, I'm going to be providing you with insecurity. On a campaign trail, he never debunked it again. The palace in their wisdom never said, okay, the governor later came out. Go to all social media, nowhere in any news media the people will debunk it. One thing about these very bad people, before they do you something, they must give you a glimpse of it. It's the law of the universe. But the custodian of your ancestors that you sell your esophagus and your soul to, support them. You are supporting the same people to buy you. Now the pot where they want to cook you, now you go buy for market. All the ingredients where they want to cook your enemy, now you go buy and come. Tell me what that same meal, they're not go cook them. You are the one providing everything.